What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Vault. Today I'll be giving my review for Bumblebee. I've just come back from watching it at the cinema. So let's just jump straight into it. This one opens with all-out war on Cybertron before Bumblebee is shot off into space, destined for planet Earth. A really great cast for this one. Hailey Steinfeld, who gives a great emotional performance as a young woman who is really struggling to find herself after her father's death. She's joined by John Cena, who plays a special ops soldier, and honestly, I'm so glad that his popularity is rising. In the last couple of years, because I really do think he's a solid actor. And then surprisingly, we also get the likes of Angela Bassett and Justin Theroux, who play brilliantly as two deceptive Decepticons. Try saying that 3 times fast. I'm not even going to attempt it. They just have a lot of kind of humor and a great kind of comical relationship between those two characters. Just a really enjoyable cast. The story is kind of an origin story. We get more of a backstory for Bumblebee, how he came to be on Earth and how he lost his voice. I think the strongest element is the 1987 setting. It just makes for a more nostalgic feel, and the relationship between Bee and Charlie is incredibly well done and affectionate. I mean, the heavy action of the previous Transformers films has certainly been peeled back for a deeper story. I mean, every time a Transformer film is released, I always marvel at the realism of these robots and how they move and interact with each other, other humans, and just their surroundings in general. I mean, say what you will about the previous films, but you can't deny just how realistic and awesome the Autobots and Decepticons look. Add to that this installment gave us the classic 80s look for each Transformer, and everything just feels more enjoyable and nostalgic. An inspired choice going for the 80s design. And also add to that we finally got to see a bit more of Cybertron before the war that destroyed it, which was really, really cool. Travis Knight is the extremely talented director of this film. He's really apt at giving us gorgeous, well thought out, story-driven films. If you haven't seen Kubo and the Two Strings yet, then what are you waiting for? The man has a certain genius and attention to detail that makes him a director to watch out for. I hope he comes back to direct more installments in this franchise. I had more than a few issues with this film. It was certainly funny and had its moments, but I felt something was missing from the overall humour. That and the pace just felt really slow. And the only thing I took from this was that even at 28, I can still sob like a small child at a CGI robot. So there we have it, guys. There's my very quick review for Bumblebee. Let's just jump to the 2 most important questions. Question number 1, would I recommend this film? I would definitely recommend this film. Number 1, because I feel like people kind of became disenfranchised with the whole franchise in general because of the last Transformers film, The Last Night. So I feel like people might avoid this film because they're going to feel like it's going to be a repeat of the previous films. It's definitely not. It's definitely more of a focus on story. What action there is definitely entertaining, but it is definitely more of a story-driven film. And if you really love the character of Bumblebee, then definitely give this film a go. You'll definitely enjoy it. So for that reason, I would recommend it. And it's a great film to kind of watch. Over the Christmas period, over the New Year period. So definitely get on that. Definitely go and watch that. Question number 2, does this film belong in the vault? Now, I really struggled with this question and making a decision on whether this film belongs in the vault or not. It's going to be a really, really controversial opinion, but I didn't enjoy Bumblebee as much as I thought I would. For me, it was just a bit slow. Nothing much happened in the way of kind of plot and that type of thing. And honestly, here comes the controversial part. I honestly felt like I enjoyed the last 2 Transformer films more, because even though they weren't great on story, they were still entertaining in terms of like their action, their CGI, and that kind of thing. So I wasn't going to put this film into the vault, but there's a scene at the very end which is very emotional and kind of heartbreaking, and that for me kind of sealed this film's place in the vault. The story for this film is very good. It is very well thought out. So for that reason, I'm going to be putting this film in the vault. So yeah, I mean, I really wish it had lived up to the hype that I had for it in my mind, but unfortunately it didn't. So there we have it, guys. There's my review for Bumblebee. If you've seen the film and you liked it, let me know why down in the comments below. If you agree with me and it didn't really kind of didn't really connect for you, then again, let me know why down in the comments below. As always, guys, if you like what I'm doing here, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video with your family, friends, pets, houseplants, whatever. Until the next one, Merry Christmas and peace and love, my dudes.